절대 뒤돌아보지 마. 앞만 봐.
Jin,
Hi.
Anna, good morning.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me today. What a spectacular series. I enjoy it very much. It was an education. It was emotional. It was just something I've never experienced before. I'm about halfway through. So congratulations on a wonderful
Wow.
series.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And Anna, your character, Naomi, she's a corporate worker. There's just something about her. Don't underestimate her, huh?
No. Naomi is, like you said, working at Shifley's and having to deal with men who look down on her. And it's during this period where women were seen as Christmas cakes, where you're very fresh and desirable until 25, and after that you're kind of done. And she's over 25, and so having to prove herself is difficult when you're dealing with that every day, and it meant a lot because that's what my mom went through.
And Jin, the series is about family legacy through the ages, and your character is a blend of East and West. Is he conflicted at times?
Oh boy, all the time. Absolutely. I think it's a constant push and pull within him. That he's. I mean, I think it's something that relates to so many of us, right? I mean, the specifics may be different, but there's always something that's pushing and pulling at us at the same time, and both feel incredibly legitimate and valid. For him, it's the relating to his Korean identity, but also relating to his Japanese identity, having been born and raised there. And then on top of that, the third element of trying to fit in with his American identity as well, having been educated and working there for several years. I think those three sources of gravity are constantly pulling at him, and we witness him in coming back to Japan for the first time in a while for work. Really, it becomes like almost like this nuclear fission plant where we just see how much pressure can be injected into the world that he's in when he comes back to Japan, and all of the other life circumstances, world circumstances, family circumstances start to flood back to him.
Yeah, I think his loyalties lied with money. I think that's what he's all about.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we?
What episode are you at right now?
I just finished the third episode, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's all about.
Find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. I can't wait to see which way he goes.
Yeah.
And Anna, being a Westerner, the Korean-Japanese history, the troubled history, I had no idea about it. It was an education. Koreans don't forget, it seems like, do they?
Well, I was aware of the issue, but for me, what touched me the most was just seeing outsiders, seeing people that feel like outsiders. I think we've all felt that way at one point, and to see them kind of push through and fight against it, that's so powerful to me. And Naomi's going through similar things within Japan, and I think it'll speak to everyone.
And there was a scene in the series where they discussed about trying to figure out which Asian background you are, how people say that. And I always did that when I would meet someone Asian, because I wanted to be respectful, and in the series they talk about, well, they think you're Chinese first, and then they think, oh, I made the list and like that. So I was wondering, is there any way to approach something like that? Or is it just something you find out on your own?
I think just ask, where are you from?
Yeah, I think the difference is we don't want to have, if you're meeting somebody for the first time, and for us, it's always been like, because we are how we look, our Asianness is always sometimes for people the first point of entry. Whereas in the social context that we might be in, that's not always what we're focused on or what we're here for or what we're interested in. And so I think in terms of that scene at the dinner table at the wedding, what they're speaking to in their shared experience is that with us at this time, especially as a woman, I would say in the corporate world, it's always that question first is what we're, I think, relating to with each other, that we are human and we are everything that is humanity. But for some reason, that's always the first question that's being lobbed at us, because that, and unfortunately, I think, and unintentionally, that makes the person who receives at these characters always feel somewhat ostracized or somewhat set apart because our physical appearance and our identity are always the first things to be brought up versus like, what do you do, or what are you interested in, or why are you at this event or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, getting to know the person first for who they are, I think, is the hope that Naomi and Solomon share when meeting people. But more often than not, it's just our Asianness that seems to be the point of interest.
Well, congratulations on an amazing series. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.